Do you ever feel like fear is holding you back from living your best life? You may not realize it, but ancient spiritual teachings hold the key to overcoming fear and finding true peace. Keep watching to discover how this timeless wisdom can transform your life. The grip of fear. Fear has a powerful grip on our lives, affecting our thoughts, emotions, and actions. It can prevent us from taking risks, pursuing our dreams, and experiencing genuine happiness. We often find ourselves stuck in patterns of worry, anxiety, and self-doubt, unable to break free from the chains of fear. Whether it's the fear of failure, rejection, or the unknown, these fears can keep us trapped in a state of limitation and unhappiness. If we don't learn to conquer our fears, we may miss out on the incredible opportunities life has to offer. Fear is a natural human emotion designed to keep us safe from danger. However, when fear becomes excessive or irrational, it can have a detrimental effect on our well-being. It can manifest in various forms, such as phobias, panic attacks, or a general sense of unease. These fears can be triggered by past experiences, societal pressures, or our own imaginations. When we allow fear to dominate our lives, we become prisoners of our own minds, unable to experience the freedom and joy that life has to offer. The impact of fear extends beyond our personal lives. It can affect our relationships, careers, and overall quality of life. We may avoid taking chances or pursuing opportunities because we fear failure or rejection. We may struggle to form deep connections with others because we fear vulnerability or abandonment. Fear can even impact our physical health, causing stress, anxiety, and a weakened immune system. It's clear that fear has the power to limit our potential and rob us of the life we truly desire. Ancient wisdom for overcoming fear. Fortunately, ancient spiritual teachings offer profound insights and practices for overcoming fear and cultivating inner peace. These timeless traditions, such as Buddhism, Hinduism, and Taoism, have long recognized the destructive nature of fear and have developed powerful tools for transcending it. By exploring these ancient teachings, we can gain a deeper understanding of the nature of fear and learn practical strategies for overcoming it. One of the fundamental principles of ancient spiritual wisdom is the recognition that fear is a product of the mind. It arises from our thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions, rather than from external reality itself. The Buddha taught that suffering, including fear, stems from our attachment to impermanent things and our resistance to change. By learning to accept the transient nature of life and letting go of our attachments, we can begin to experience greater freedom and peace. Another key insight from ancient teachings is the power of present moment awareness. When we are fully present and engaged in the here and now, fear loses its grip on us. The Taoist philosopher Lao Tzu wrote, "If you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present." By cultivating mindfulness and bringing our attention to the present moment, we can break free from the cycle of fear and worry. Ancient spiritual traditions also emphasize the importance of self-inquiry and self-knowledge. By exploring our own minds and hearts, we can gain a deeper understanding of the root causes of our fears. We may discover that our fears are based on false beliefs or past traumas that no longer serve us. Through practices such as meditation, self-reflection, and therapy, we can begin to heal these wounds and develop a more positive and empowering mindset. The role of mindfulness. Mindfulness is a powerful tool for conquering fear and cultivating inner peace. It involves bringing our full attention to the present moment, without judgment or distraction. By practicing mindfulness, we can learn to observe our thoughts and emotions with greater clarity and detachment rather than getting caught up in them. This allows us to respond to fear with wisdom and compassion rather than reactivity and avoidance. One simple mindfulness practice is mindful breathing. Whenever you notice fear arising, take a few deep breaths and focus your attention on the sensation of the breath moving in and out of your body. This helps to calm the mind and body and brings you back to the present moment. You can also try a body scan meditation where you systematically bring your attention to each part of your body, releasing tension and cultivating relaxation. Another powerful mindfulness practice is self-compassion. When we're struggling with fear, it's easy to be hard on ourselves and engage in negative self-talk. However, by treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, we can create a more supportive inner environment for healing and growth. Try placing a hand on your heart and silently repeating phrases such as, "May I be free from fear," or "I am safe and loved." This simple act of self-compassion can help to soothe the nervous system and promote a sense of inner peace. Mindfulness can also be applied to our daily lives, beyond formal meditation practice. We can learn to bring mindfulness to our interactions with others, our work, and our leisure activities. By approaching life with greater presence and awareness, we can reduce stress, improve our relationships, and find greater fulfillment in the present moment. Mindfulness is a skill that can be developed with regular practice, and the benefits are truly transformative. Cultivating inner peace. In addition to mindfulness, ancient spiritual teachings offer a wealth of practices for cultivating inner peace and resilience in the face of fear. These practices can help us to develop a deeper connection with our true selves and to tap into the wellspring of wisdom and strength within us. By incorporating these practices into our daily lives, we can gradually transform our relationship with fear and cultivate a more peaceful and fulfilling existence. One powerful practice for cultivating inner peace is meditation. Meditation involves sitting in stillness and silence and turning our attention inward to observe the workings of our own minds. Through regular meditation practice, we can learn to detach from our thoughts and emotions and to rest in the spaciousness of pure awareness. This helps to calm the mind and body and to cultivate a sense of inner peace and clarity. There are many different types of meditation, from mindfulness meditation to loving kindness meditation to transcendental meditation. Experiment with different techniques to find what resonates with you and commit to a regular practice, even if it's just a few minutes a day. Over time, you may find that meditation becomes a cherished part of your daily routine and a powerful tool for navigating life's challenges with greater ease and grace. Another ancient practice for cultivating inner peace is yoga. Yoga is a holistic system of physical postures, breathing techniques, and meditation practices that originated in ancient India. Through the practice of yoga, we can learn to unite the body, mind, and spirit, and to cultivate a sense of inner harmony and balance. Yoga helps to release physical tension, calm the mind, and promote a sense of well-being and vitality. There are many different styles of yoga, from gentle restorative practices to more vigorous flow sequences. Find a style that resonates with you and commit to a regular practice, even if it's just a few times a week. As you deepen your practice, you may find that yoga becomes a powerful tool for cultivating inner peace, resilience, and self-awareness. Self-compassion and acceptance. One of the greatest barriers to inner peace is our own self-judgment and self-criticism. When we're struggling with fear, it's easy to get caught up in negative self-talk and to beat ourselves up for our perceived failures or weaknesses. However, By cultivating self-compassion and self-acceptance, we can create a more supportive inner environment for healing and growth. Self-compassion involves treating ourselves with the same kindness, care, and understanding that we would offer to a good friend. It means acknowledging our own suffering and responding with gentleness and support, rather than harsh judgment or criticism. By practicing self-compassion, we can learn to be more accepting of ourselves, flaws and all, and to extend forgiveness and understanding to ourselves when we stumble or fall short. One powerful practice for cultivating self-compassion is loving-kindness meditation. This involves silently repeating phrases of goodwill and compassion towards ourselves and others, such as, "May I be happy," "May I be healthy," "May I be safe," "May I live with ease." By directing these positive intentions towards ourselves, we can begin to soften our self-judgment and cultivate a more loving and accepting relationship with ourselves. Another important aspect of self-compassion is self-care. This means taking intentional actions to nurture our physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. It might involve getting enough rest, eating nourishing foods, engaging in enjoyable activities, or seeking support from loved ones or professionals when needed. By prioritizing self-care, we send a powerful message to ourselves that we are worthy of love and attention, and we create a foundation of resilience and inner strength. Embracing uncertainty. One of the greatest sources of fear is uncertainty. We often cling to the illusion of control, believing that if we can just plan and prepare enough, we can avoid discomfort or failure. However, the truth is that life is inherently uncertain, and no amount of control can guarantee a particular outcome. By learning to embrace uncertainty and let go of our need for control, we can open ourselves up to the full spectrum of life's experiences, both joyful and challenging. Ancient spiritual teachings often emphasize the importance of surrender and trust in the face of uncertainty. The Bhagavad Gita, a Hindu scripture, teaches that we should act with integrity and devotion, but surrender the results of our actions to the divine. This means letting go of our attachment to specific outcomes and trusting that whatever unfolds is ultimately for our highest good. In practical terms, embracing uncertainty might involve taking small risks and stepping outside of our comfort zones. It might mean saying yes to new experiences or opportunities, even if we feel afraid or unsure. It might also involve practicing acceptance and non-attachment, recognizing that change is a natural part of life and that our true security lies within ourselves, not in external circumstances. One powerful practice for cultivating trust and surrender is prayer or devotional practice. This involves turning our attention towards a higher power or universal energy and offering up our fears and concerns with a spirit of humility and openness. By connecting with something greater than ourselves, we can tap into a sense of comfort, guidance, and support, even in the midst of uncertainty. The power of faith. Faith is another key component of ancient spiritual teachings and a powerful antidote to fear. Faith doesn't necessarily mean believing in a particular religious doctrine or deity, but rather having a deep trust in the inherent goodness and wisdom of the universe. It means believing that even in the darkest of times, there is a higher purpose and plan at work, and that we are never truly alone or abandoned. Faith can be cultivated through prayer, meditation, or other spiritual practices that help us to connect with a sense of the divine or universal energy. It can also be strengthened through acts of service and compassion towards others, which help us to see the inherent goodness and interconnectedness of all beings. When we have faith, we are able to face our fears with greater courage and resilience. We know that even if things don't turn out the way we hoped or planned, there is still a greater wisdom and intelligence guiding our path. We can surrender our need for control and trust that everything is unfolding as it should, even if we can't see the bigger picture. One powerful practice for cultivating faith is gratitude. By focusing on the blessings and miracles in our lives, no matter how small, we train our minds to see the goodness and abundance that surrounds us. We cultivate a sense of trust and appreciation for the journey of life, even with all its ups and downs. Living fearlessly. Ultimately, the goal of ancient spiritual teachings is not just to overcome fear, but to live fearlessly and authentically. This means having the courage to be true to ourselves, to follow our hearts, and to live in alignment with our deepest values and aspirations. It means embracing the full spectrum of human experience, both light and dark, and finding meaning and purpose in the midst of it all. Living fearlessly doesn't mean never feeling afraid, but rather having the courage to face our fears and take action in spite of them. It means being willing to take risks, to step outside of our comfort zones, and to pursue our dreams and passions with boldness and determination. It means letting go of the need for approval or validation from others and trusting in our own inner wisdom and guidance. One powerful practice for cultivating fearlessness is to regularly challenge ourselves and push past our self-imposed limitations. This might involve taking on a new project or learning a new skill, even if we feel uncertain or unqualified. It might mean speaking up for what we believe in, even if it's unpopular or goes against the status quo. It might also mean being vulnerable and authentic in our relationships, even if it means risking rejection or disappointment. As we cultivate fearlessness, we may find that our lives begin to expand in new and exciting ways. We may attract new opportunities, relationships, and experiences that align with our true selves and desires. We may also find a greater sense of joy, freedom, and fulfillment, knowing that we are living in integrity with our deepest truths. Ancient spiritual teachings offer a timeless wisdom for overcoming fear and cultivating inner peace. By practicing mindfulness, self-compassion, surrender, faith, and fearlessness, we can break free from the chains of fear and live with greater courage, authenticity, and joy. It's important to remember that this is a lifelong journey and that there will always be new fears and challenges to face along the way. However, by staying committed to our spiritual practices and trusting in the inherent goodness of the universe, we can navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease and grace. If you found this video helpful, I encourage you to explore these teachings further and to incorporate them into your daily life. Remember, you are not alone on this journey, and there is always support and guidance available to you. May you find the courage and wisdom to live fearlessly and to embrace the full spectrum of your human experience with an open heart and mind. Thank you for watching, and I wish you all the best on your path to inner peace and freedom. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more content on spirituality and personal growth. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Until next time, may you live with courage, compassion, and joy.